Hello, good evening, my dear students. Hi, this is Abhishek Ranjan sir. Welcome to our educational channel First Topper, a digital way of innovative learning, quality education only. Okay, my dear students, really very much excited to connect with you, to learn with you. आज के इस वीडियो में माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स हम लोग क्लास 10th इकोनॉमिक्स चैप्टर 1 डेवलपमेंट के 3 मार्क्स क्वेश्चंस को हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे। क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स भी आपको एक्सप्लेन किए जाएंगे जो आपके बोर्ड के एग्जाम के लिए वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट होगा। ओके माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। क्यूरियोसिटी स्टूडेंट्स के अंदर होनी चाहिए, जिज्ञासा। जो टॉपिक्स पढ़ाए जा रहे हैं या जो भी क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस किए जा रहे हैं उनको आपको ध्यान से सुनना है, समझना है और एग्जाम्स में यही सारे आंसर्स को आपको क्वेश्चन आंसर्स को जो डिस्कस किए जा रहे हैं वो लिखेंगे आप लोग। ओके माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कीप स्माइलिंग, स्टे कनेक्टेड। स्टार्ट करते हैं। 3 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है, इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। और पहला क्वेश्चन है, एक्सप्लेन द 3 components ऑफ ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स। एक्सप्लेन द 3 components ऑफ ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स। और इसका आंसर है ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स इज पब्लिश्ड बाय द UNDP. It indicates the level of development of a country. It indicates the level of development of a country. It indicates to a country how far it has reached and how far it has yet to reach to achieve high ranks in matters such as per capita income of the people. Next important point. One comes to know the important welfare elements such as life expectancy, literacy, educational level of people and health status. Next question. On the basis of which 3 indicators of HDI 2004 Sri Lanka has better rank than India? Life expectancy, next gross enrollment ratio, and third per capita income. Next question. Apart from income, which other 6 things people look for growth and development? And the correct answers. Apart from income, people also Apart from income, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security, and respect of others. They resent discrimination. All of these are important goals. In fact, in some cases, these may be more important than more income or more consumption because material goods are not all that you need to live well. Next point. Money or material things that one can buy with it, one factor on which our life depends. Next. Short questions. What is sustainable development? Important question. What is sustainable development? Sustainable development and why is the issue of sustainability important for development? Explain. Very important question. यहाँ से बोर्ड में क्वेश्चंस किए जाते हैं। And the correct answer is importance of sustainable development. Sustainable development का महत्व क्या है? Sustainable development aims at fulfilling the needs of today without compromising the needs of future generation and without damaging the environment. Next, sustainability is the capability to use the resource judiciously and maintain ecological balance. Next, it lays emphasis on environmental protection and checks environmental degradation. Next, to stop overexploitation and overuse of resources. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो हमारा है वो लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन है और वो लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस जो हैं वो डिस्कस किए जाएंगे अभी। और पहला जो हमारा क्वेश्चन है 5 मार्क्स का लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस। Consequences of environmental degradation do not respect national or state boundaries. Support the statement with example. Important question. Consequences, results of environmental degradation do not respect national or state boundaries. This issue is no longer a regional or national issue. Our future is linked together. Sustainability of development is essential for entire mankind and it is our joint responsibility to save the environment. These days, it is a matter of discussion among different countries of the world. Next important question, 5 marks. The earth has enough resources to meet the needs of all, but not enough to satisfy the greed of even one person. How is the statement relevant to the discussion of development? Explain. This statement is given by Mahatma Gandhi. It means that earth has abundant resources to satisfy everyone's needs, but in our greed and hurry to develop, we have recklessly exploiting these resources. In the name of development, we have indulged in activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, encroachment into forest lands, overuse of groundwater, use of plastics, etc. The exploitation of natural resources not only harms the environment, but it may also cripple the future generations of the development process itself. If fossil fuels are exhausted, the development of all countries would be at risk. Thus, there is a need for conservation and judicious use of resources for development. ये सारे पॉइंट वाइज आंसर्स दिए गए हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Explain the importance of sustainable development by giving the example of groundwater. Sustainable development is all about judicious use of resources at present, keeping in mind the future requirements of the coming generation. Groundwater is overused for agriculture. Water is drawn from wells, and this leaves the underground water level depleted. Since water is a renewable resource, we must help in replenishing water. Next, we would be overusing the resources. It if use more than what is being replenished. Next question. Why is sustainable development essential? Sustainable development is essential. Following points. Sustainable development is important for economic development and economic growth because environment must be conserved while development is taking place. Resource must be used in such a way that they are conserved for the future generation. The standard of living of all people must be raised. Measures to ensure sustainable development. We should focus on using renewable resources and keeping inventing new techniques to decrease the use of conventional resources. The present resource must be used judiciously with planning and overexploitation should be avoided. Next. Next long question. Describe any five conditions or aspects that you would consider before accepting a job. Important question. Give examples to prove that there are other important development goals than income. And the correct answer is if one gets a job a far off place before accepting it, one would try to consider many factors apart from income, such as facilities for the family. I would have to check if there is a good educational facility for children, a good house and locality to stay in. Good medical facilities should also be available. Job security. I should have clear terms of employment stated in my appointment letter. The job which gives high pay but no job security will reduce one's sense of security and freedom. Opportunity to learn. There should be an opportunity for personal career growth so that no boredom or stagnation sets in. Next, working atmosphere needs to be cooperative and healthy. There should be a good and team spirit, and the seniors should look after the newcomers and guide them. If women are engaged in paid work, their dignity in the household and society increases. A safe and secure environment may allow more women to take up a job or run a business. Time for your family. Working hours should be fixed and adhered, adhered to so that there is time for spending with family. Leave facility must be theirs as well as. Explain with examples that there are other important development goals also besides income. And the correct answer is development or progress does not mean one and the same thing for every individual. Each individual has his or her own idea of development. People seek things that are most important for them, that is, things that can fulfill their aspirations or desires. Examples. Development for a farmer might be proper irrigation facilities. For an urban youth, it may be employment. For a landless labor, it may be land. Next. Besides income, what can be other attributes to compare economic development? Income is not only the criteria, but it is one of the important indicators of economic development. Some of the other attributes are as follows. Infant mortality rate. It is an indicator of the availability of doctors and medical facilities in the region as well as awareness of people living there in regard to disease and their prevention. Low infant mortality rate indicates good medical facilities and all round development in the society. A high rate will be economic loss for the reasons as much effort is wasted which could have been hardest. Literacy rate. This is an indicator of the number of schools and teachers available in a region, and it also indicates whether the facilities are being used or not due to social pressures. Low literacy rates exhibits backwardness and low economic development. Life expectancy. This is also an indicator of available health facilities. Low life expectancy will be hindrance to the economic development. Next question. How far it is correct to say that money in your pocket cannot buy the basic needs to live well? Explain. Income by itself is not completely adequate indicator. Money cannot buy you a pollution free environment. Money may also not be able to protect you from infectious diseases. Therefore, the whole community needs to take preventive steps. Collective security for the whole society. Public facilities such as schools, public distribution system in some states. All this can only be done collectively and not individually. Okay, my dear students. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर मूव करते हैं हम लोग. लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस है, ये सारे लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस कर रहे थे हम लोग. व्हाट इज डेवलपमेंट? व्हाई डू डिफरेंट पीपल हैव डिफरेंट डेवलपमेंट गोल्स? एक्सप्लेन विद 4 एग्जांपल्स. Development means continuous progress or increase in real per capita income. In other words, there is an improvement in the economic welfare of the people and their standard of living. The 4 characteristics of development are: development goals are different for different people. What may be development for one may not be the development for others. For development, people look at a mix of goals. Different persons could have different as well as conflicting notions of countries' development. Role of education. It plays a vital role overall development of a human being and society. Therefore, stress on imparting education has given in our constitution. Okay, my dear students. Now, next question. What is development and what are the indicators used by UNDP for measuring development? Compare it with the World Bank report. Development refers to the process as a result of which, along with the increase in real per capita income, there is improvement in the economic welfare and well being of people. The UNDP has taken education, health, per capita income, and as the indicators, compared it to the World Bank report. It is a broader concept of development. Countries have been ranked and goals other than level of income are being taken into account. Next important question. Why do we use averages to compare the development of countries? What are the limitations in using it? Explain. Use of averages to compare development. Averages are used for better understanding. For comparison between countries, total income is not very useful. Different countries have different populations, so total income will not tell us what an average person is likely to earn. According to the World Bank criteria, countries with per capita income of US dollar 12 23 12,200 12,236 per annum and above in 2016 are called rich countries, and those with per capita income US dollar 1005 or less are called low income countries. Okay, my dear students, कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस ये सारे हैं. एक भी क्वेश्चंस जो हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे यहाँ से, ये सारे आपके एग्जाम्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में किसी नेक्स्ट चैप्टर के साथ. थैंक यू. हैव अ ग्रेट डे. गॉड ब्लेस यू एंड प्लीज like my channel, subscribe my channel and share my channel. Thank you for giving your precious time. Have a great day. Bye.